emphasizes all the main points. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Welcome to the Morning Mayhem Show with the morning crew, Tom and Mama Manny.
And your host, Jim Amato.
Good morning, Woodland, and welcome to January 6th. It is a Thursday, and we all made it in. All right, good to see everybody. Everybody is in good shape, not trapped on the side of the road. Everybody is, it was a little slick where I was, but we still made it in just the same. Didn't expect what happened yesterday, but I'm sure it was one of those unavoidable situations, a perfect storm, as they say. Woodland Media Center is closed today, Block 1A. So if you're looking to go to the library for study hall, don't. Just don't do it. And I think we have one other message that the Woodland Ski and Snowboard is postponing the start of their season until next Thursday. I believe they're supposed to get kicked off this week, but they're going to start on January 13th, and they'll be skipping the Thursday of exams. And if you need to get any money or forms in, go see Mr. Mizuraka with that for any of the skiing and snowboard updates. So, but they probably would have made it in. The ski and snowboard kids probably would have made it in on their own yesterday if they had to.
Oh,
well,
yeah. I was stuck with Mizuraka over on 42, and he was enjoying the ice and walking around.
I could see him doing that. I can see him out there just pulling the snowboard out of the back of the car.
He was going car to car checking on people.
Yeah. We used to have Caitlin Sorowski, who used to be an ice dancer. She might have enjoyed yesterday as well. So that is going to be another one of those things to look out for, that not everybody is affected by the weather as others. When it rains, they say ducks enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Ice dancers really enjoy days. Maybe not driving in it, but maybe skating around on it.
I did not enjoy yesterday.
No, honestly, I don't get too nervous when I drive, but there were moments when I was like, what in God's good earth am I doing here?
Yeah, it's treacherous.
So, yep. All right. So, time now for the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin.
Morning. How's everyone doing this fine and glorious day? All right, a couple top stories to start your day. Up first, let's see here. Up first, we have today is the 1 year anniversary of the incident at the Capitol. We'll call it that. We will call it many other things. The certification, the interrupted certification, the break-in at the Capitol, whatever name you so wish to choose.
I believe it was tourism.
So today, so what's going to be happening is President Biden will be making a statement. Congress will be making a statement. President Trump was scheduled to say something as well, although he canceled that earlier in this week. So you will be seeing the president and Congress marking the 1 year anniversary in solemn commemoration of the fact that Congress and the U.S. government continues to stand. All right, Pope Francis has made the news as declaring couples selfish if they adopt pets rather than kids, stating that there are a number of children who need to be adopted, and there's so many children around the world who are in need of loving families that parents who adopt pets rather than children are selfish.
Did he just come after fur babies?
He did.
Oh, that's going to cause some controversy.
Yes.
Everything he said, this is going to cause
my parents' grand kittens are very upset. So yeah, the grand kittens who are actually older than my own children, they were the first grandkids my parents got were four-legged furry ones. So right. I mean, it happens. Yale announces plans for spring semester students to quarantine until February 7th. So students can return to Yale beginning on January 14th, all the way through the 4th. And then they will have to be quarantined within the campus. They can leave their rooms for food, but they need to stay on their campus. They need booster and flu shots are required in addition to a negative COVID test.
Wow.
In sports news, stealing a little bit from Mom Man, because I don't know if you're going to be covering this or not. Sacred Heart Academy, you're going to be talking about what happened? All right, the head coach of Sacred Heart Academy, the Sharks, has been suspended after his team went 92-4 versus Lyman Hall.
The school apologized.
The school apologized.
The players apologized. Yep. The league apologized.
Yeah.
The coach is in hot water.
Correct.
Well, I'm going to have to Bill Belichick on this, where he says it's not my job to slow down my offense.
But it's high
But I mean,
school.
that's
It's not
it-
professional.
I get it. I get it.
It's 92-4. They were up. I want to say like 50 something at halftime.
Yeah.
To 0.
But what are you
It-
supposed to do with the next 20 minutes?
Oh no, keep
Just
playing.
keep
But
throwing the ball into the stands?
according to the athletes on both sides of it, the coach was just pushing them only 3-pointers. You're only allowed to do 3-pointers, and they were crushing it. They were constantly going after the ball. They're playing very
So he
aggressive
wasn't
the entire.
pushing it into the, he was doing something about it, not thinking they were going to make 3-pointers.
Oh no.
Or is he
That's
doing
all
it
they've
to
done
broad-
this season. That's all they've
Oh.
done this season is 3-pointers.
That is their offense.
That is their offense.
offense.
They're the 3rd ranked in the state. They're undefeated, and their entire offense is 3-pointers. 3-pointers, aggressive, steal the ball.
How does the Pope feel about this? Has he weighed in on running up the score?
He has not stated anything about that, other than fur babies. Okay. Antonio Brown story gets more interesting and
Oh
deeper.
my goodness.
So all right. So an MRI on Monday revealed broken bone fragments and a ligament torn from the bone and cartilage loss in his ankle. So his attorney, because we have attorneys now, is claiming that the head coach of the Buccaneers and the training staff of the Buccaneers was aware of this, and although he had played 20 some odd snaps, he had informed them that he no longer felt healthy enough to play. According to him, everyone ignored him, and that's why he stormed off. And there's your news.
All right. And that's the news. T-minus 60 with Tomlin. Over to the sports desk with Mama Manning.
Oh, Mr. Brown. Good morning. Good morning.
Mr. Brown.
Mr.
What's going
Brown.
down?
That's right. So we have no sports scores to report, but our games, as far as I know, are still on for tomorrow. But pending the weather, they might be postponed. 2 basketball games and a swim meet. We'll see what happens.
All right. That's it.
That is it.
All right. So chances are, perhaps, no sports for tomorrow either.
That's what I'm guessing. 3 to 6 inches is a lot.
I gotcha. All right, and that's the sports with Mama Manning. This morning, our guest is Caroline Osborne on behalf of Mama Manning. Take it away, Mama Manning.
Right. Good morning. So I'm a member of the Connecticut Poetry Society. I am a board member, and my job is to bring programs to high schoolers. And Carolyn is our state ambassador. She represents the students. She gives ideas. She gives input. We really value her position as a member of our team.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So this month through March, we have what's called the DeCaro competition. And that is a poetry contest in memory of a youngster who passed away. She was a high schooler, died, and her parents have put together this program. So the Connecticut Poetry Society is sponsoring the program. And hopefully we'll have a lot of high schoolers, as we did last year, who participate in this contest. You want to remind us what you did last year?
Yeah, so last year with the DeCaro Poetry Competition, it's essentially just a contest of a bunch of high school students who submit their own poetry. I believe you can submit up to 3 previously unpublished poems. And remind me again what the prize is, but there is a chance to.
It's a monetary prize, and you get publication. And last year was won by an ECA student.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yep. So you and I sat down and we went through the whole state of Connecticut and looked at all those email addresses.
Which I'm assuming we'll be doing again in
We're
study
doing
hall
that
today.
again with Study Hall today and sending out notices.
Mhm.
But if anybody in this building wants to see us about information for that contest, they can see you, they can see me, and we'll post that on Schoology for our school as well.
Now, I'm assuming because you're involved in it and in the selection process, you cannot be involved in the competition.
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm not sure of that either. I will check
Oh,
that
all right.
out.
I
But
hope
she
so.
does write
I was
poetry.
going to say, because I do know you write poetry, so
Yeah.
I didn't know if you would be applying as well.
So tell us about writing poetry.
So I've talked about this a little bit before on Morning Mayhem a couple of months ago, but for me personally, a lot of my poetry is inspired by experiences that I've had, or just the sort of like state of mind that I find myself in. And I believe I said last time that a lot of my poetry was based on those experiences because it was a very busy time in my life. But things have calmed down a lot since then, so it's a lot more internal and, if I'm being honest, a lot more peaceful.
And you read a lot of poetry on your own.
I do.
Yeah, you read a lot in our class. We're getting ready for that AP Lit test.
Oh, yes.
And
And the midterm.
And the midterm. And I'd say you are ready to go today.
Thank you.
Good. And Coach asked me to share one of my poems. This is one of the poems that'll be published in my book coming out this spring. The theme for the book is mother-daughter relationships. And this is the introductory poem. It's cairn, direction home. And the shape of the poem is in a cairn, a pile of rocks that
Not
are...
a Karen like
One
we know
syllable.
from popular culture right now.
Right. One syllable.
CAIRN.
So,
Yes.
so is this another Irish thing?
Yes.
It's a Girl Scout thing.
Girl Scout.
The Girl
I
Scout.
apologize.
So when you are blazing a trail, you stack these rocks in a certain shape to inform the audience who's viewing it that it's a direction for a person to go on a trail. So that's the metaphor I'm using here.
Hermes uses that in mythology to guide the
Exactly.
dead to the underworld too.
Yes.
The Girl Scouts are really deep, I guess. A lot,
Yeah.
deeper than I gave them credit
You know
for.
what? I have to look at these things again.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So as I said, it's entitled Cairn, Direction Home. I lost my mom. The anniversary will be 2 years next week. So this is for her. Granite rocks, these little voices, stored in paper bags for when you needed them, Mom. Carefully, you placed them in the backyard as trail markers for our Girl Scout troop to follow. A practice run for the longer hike the next morning. You had spent that day stacking them, following a secret code the bevy of us girls needed to decipher. We required teamwork to find them, hiking through pasture, downhill to Adsbrook, alongside gentle waters where we cupped our hands, sipped its cool offering. Onward over the wooden bridge, past the briar patch, and tossed litter we stooped to remove. Back across the brook on two rocks that nearly kissed, past blueberry bushes clothed in white tent cloth like ghostly figures. Berries still too green for us to pick, as we'd done so many times, filling coffee cans attached by a string around our necks. We skipped to the oaks, planted to mark property lines, followed more markers, looped back uphill where you waited, always patient, like a figure shadowy in the background, a bird ready for flight to rescue us if need be. Now these 4 rocks set by your porch signal a final message, a note of love as you await my visit. Long retired scout leader, you arranged them as a beacon, stacked largest to smallest, seemingly glued together before your weak heart left you bedridden, your voice barely aflutter. I follow where they guide me, your door. Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming that one is in the book that
That's
is going
the
to be
introductory
published.
poem.
That is the introductory poem.
Yeah, because it's about mother-daughter relationships, me being a daughter and then me being a mom.
Extremely vivid. A lot of connections. A lot of memories I can hear that you conjured. And I'm assuming that came from you. That wasn't just a narrator speaking.
There's a lot of truth and a lot of imagination.
Gotcha.
So
A hell of a tribute.
Thank you. It's a hell of thank you. It's a metaphor, and really it was the medicine that led me to her door. She had stacks of medicine that I had to bring in, but I didn't want to write a poem about medicine. So I used something from my past that connected me to her. And that's what I wrote about.
Wow. She would have won the contest, wouldn't she, of Caroline?
I think so.
I think so. I think so.
Thank you. So I hope my students and I hope students throughout the state enter this contest. Good luck, everybody. And we'll see your entries. The deadline is March 15th.
March 15th. And a way to lead by example.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for coming on this morning, Caroline.
Thank you
for giving us a little insight to what's going to be in the book when it comes out. And we'll have more here when it does.
Thank you.
And for those listening on Instagram Live and Facebook Live. Welcome to you this morning as we try something new out. And to those of you listening on YouTube Live as well. And as always, don't forget, she's Mama Manning. He's Tomlin. I'm Amato. Good morning, Woodland.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Morning Mayhem podcast. Morning Mayhem is broadcast live from Woodland Regional High School in Beacon Falls, Connecticut, each and every school day. Follow us on Spotify, Anchor FM, or wherever you find your latest podcasts. And for more information on the show, upcoming guests, and past episodes, visit our show website, morningmayhem.show.